Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. It's your brother Musa the Muslim, and I got a reminder for myself and I got a reminder for y'all, inshallah. If you're reading about the seerah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you will come upon the story of Halima as-Sadiyah. So Halima radiallahu anha was presented as well as other wet nurses of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but none of them wanted to take Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam because he was an orphan. So Halima took Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he was an infant, only because there was no other infants left. When Halima radiallahu anha came to Mecca, her donkey was blooded on the legs and bruised. She had no milk in her breast. Her camel didn't produce any milk from its belly. Her son will cry due to the fact of hunger. So then Halima radiallahu anha, she took Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and brought him back to the camp that they were staying at. And in that very same evening that they brought Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam back, her breast started to fill with milk, so she was able to quench his thirst, but not only quench his thirst, but quench the thirst of her son. And then her husband went next to the camel and tapped his belly to find that it was full of milk. So then they milked it, and she was able to quench her thirst until she was full, as well as her husband. So then when they were returning to their land, she took Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in her hand, and she hopped on the donkey, the female donkey that she came with, and she raced past the rest of the caravan. And the other wet nurses with her, they would say, "Hey, is that the same donkey you came with?" She said, "Yes." Then they said, "But it had bloody wounds upon his legs." And then she replied, "I am carrying a blessed soul." I'm going to stop at that point in the story. But what I wanted to bring it to the minds of the Muslim brothers and sisters, most importantly myself and those around me, is how much of a blessing Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was to Halima radiallahu anha in her life. And I wanted to say that how much of a blessing Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is in our life now that we know him from the time he was born, from the time that he was an adult, his 40 years of prophethood. We have his characteristics to follow, his lessons and his teachings to look after. So how much of a blessing can he be in our lives if we genuinely, sincerely follow him and everything that he has come with and taught us? So will you follow Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to become the best version of yourself? To become among those who are blessed with his presence, even if he is not here currently? Assalamu alaikum.